Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Hira Hamayo and I welcome you all on behalf of AFAQ online learning platform for the new Sun series Maths Grade 2. This video is for you if you are a student, a teacher or a parent. So before starting, let me tell you what makes AFAQ unique. That is planning, because without planning you cannot achieve your goals. That's why AFAQ have made academic calendars for you. We have 3 periodic terms and each term is divided into 2 periodic units. That's not all. AFAQ have also designed a suggested timetable for you according to the weightages of subjects. And you could adjust this timetable according to the timetable of your own school. So students, let's start here number 1. So overview of today's lesson is, today's lesson fall in periodic term 1, periodic unit 1, that would be covered in periodic weeks 1 to 5 of textbook unit 1. So our first unit is about whole numbers and it is having 14 SLOs that would be covered in this video lesson. So students, it is time for an exciting activity. Are you ready, students? I hope that you have done your activity. Now let's move to our next activity. So students, in this lesson we are going to cover only 2 SLOs, and to cover this SLO, the complete methodology has been given in DLP 7 of day 5 of week 2 of unit 1 of term 1. Students, open our book pages 8 and 9. As you know that we have already done page number 8, let's revise it one more time. Here, 10 ones together make 110. I hope you all remember that. And when 10 ones get combined, it makes 110, and we represent 110 with the help of this block. And 10 tens together make 100, and we represent 100 with this big block. So students, now come to page number 9. We have learned how to read and write numbers up to 100. Now with the help of blocks, we will learn how to read and write numbers up to 999. Here, we know that combining 10 tens together gives us a block of 10 tens that represents 100. So here we have 2 blocks that represent 10 tens. So 2 blocks means 200. And in the next we have 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks, and 1 block represents 1 tenth. So we have number 40 over here. Then here's a small cube that represent 1 once. So we have 1, 2, 3 small cubes that represent number 3. So making them together we get 243. Now you could read these 2 by yourself in the presence of your parent or your teacher and resume this video right after 1 minute. So students, let's move to book pages 12 and 13. We have gone through book page number 12 and book page number 13 is related to that. Now we are going to solve it. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 big blocks. We know that 1 big block represents 100. So we have 400 over here. Then 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks of tenses. We know that 1 block represents 1 tenth. So we have 4 tenths. We are going to write number 40 over here. And in the next, we know that 1 cube represents 1 once. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 cubes we have. So together we have 448. So students, we have next question. Write the missing numbers. Here they have given us number 342. What comes after number 342? Yes, it comes number 343. Now let's move to our next train. It has given us number 100. After 100, it comes 200. What comes after 200? Yes, it is 300. Rest of them you could solve. It is so easy to do. Now let's move to the next one, the C part. They have given us number 555. And after 555, it comes 565. Can anybody know the difference between this one and all the previous questions that we have been doing? Yes, there's a difference of 10 numbers between these 2 amounts. So, after 555, we have 565. So, adding 10 into 565, we are going to get the number 575. And then again, after adding 10 numbers into 575, we are going to get 585. So, you are supposed to solve this with the difference of number 10. To go to the next block, you have to add 10 to the previous number. So students, let's move to the D part. Here they have given us number 699. Here we are again having the difference of 10 numbers. How do we know that? you could see that there are two blocks given. Here the number is 739. And if you add 10 in 739, we are going to get number 749. So the difference between these two numbers is 10. So add 10 in this and complete the next block, and then the series go on. You are going to add number 10 into the each block. Then in the next E part, we have 821. There's just difference of only one number. The next we are going to get is number 822, 823, 824, and then 825, and then so on. Now pause this video, solve the rest of question, and resume this video right after solving these questions. So students, we have successfully completed our 2 weeks. Now we are going to move forward to week 3. I hope that you have learned all the previous concepts very well. Now let's move to week 3. So let's start with the activity. Let's move to our activity. In this lesson, we are going to cover only one SLO, and this SLO is count and write in tens, for example 10, 20 or 30. And to cover this SLO, the complete methodology has been given in DLP1 of day 1 of week 3, unit 1 of term 1. As you know that they have given us book page number 10 and 12. We have already done page number 12. You could revise this page with the presence of your parent or your teacher. Now let's move to page number 12. Let's count in tens. Here 110 represents 110, or you could call it 10. Then we have two blocks that represent 2 tens, or you could call it number 20. The rest of them are same. So students, do this page in the presence of your parent or your teacher and resume this video right after 1 minute. Students, I hope that you have done page number 12 in the presence of your parent or your teacher. Now let's move to our next lesson. In this lesson, we are going to cover only one SLO, and to cover this SLO, the complete methodology has been given in DLP2 of day 2 of week 3 of unit 1 of term 1. Students, now open up your book page number 11. Here we have a block that is representing 100, or you could call it 100 in numbers. Then we have 6 blocks. You could say that 600s, or write it as 600. Then you have 2 blocks that represent 200s, or you could write it as 200 in numbers. Now pause this video, read the rest of them in the presence of your parent or your teacher. So students, now open up your book page number 12 and 13. Here are a few questions from book page number 12 and 13. You know that how to solve them. You need to count these blocks and write them over here. Let me do one for you. Here are 3 blocks that represent 300. And here are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks that represent number 60, because these are representing the tens. And here 1 cube represent 1 ones. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks, 6 cubes. That means we have 366 in total. Now solve the other one by yourself in the presence of your parent or your teacher. So students, I hope that you have done that question. Now let's move to our next activity. So students, in this lesson, we are going to cover only one SLO, and to cover this SLO, the complete methodology has been given in DLP3 of day 2 of week 3 of unit 1 of term 1. So students, now open up your book page number 11. In this page, they have given us some big blocks. You know that when we combine 10 tens together, we get number 100. So you could write that number 100 as 100, or you could write it as 100 in numbers, that is 100. So now pause this video, read the rest of them in the presence of your parent or your teacher, and resume this video right after 1 minute. Here's a worksheet for you. Count in hundreds, write the numbers. Like here you have 100. After 100, what comes? It is 200s. Then after 200s, what comes? It is 300s. Then 400, and then so on till 900. Now pause this video, count the rest of hundreds, and resume this video right after 1 minute. So students, I hope that you have done the counting in hundreds. Now let's move to our next activity. So students, in this lesson, we are going to cover only 2 SLOs, and to cover these SLOs, the complete methodology has been given in DLP4 of day 3 of week 3 of unit 1 of term 1. So students, now open up your book page number 14. In this page, we are going to learn about the place values. Here we have 200s, here we have 3 tens, and here we have 5 ones. We are going to learn about their place values. You can see that this is representing ones, this is representing tens, and this is representing 200s. The digit 2 is in the hundreds place and its value is 200s. We always count the numbers from the right to the left. We have first ones, then tens, and then hundreds. And then the digit 3 is in the tens place and its value is 30. The digit 5 is in the ones place and its value is 5. Its expanded form is 200 plus 30 plus 5 and standard form is 235, and together we read it as 235. So what is the place value of 6 in 362? Answer this question to your parent or your teacher and resume this video right after 1 minute. So students, I hope that you have answered your parents about the place value of number 6. Now let's move to our next activity. So in this lesson, we are going to cover only 2 SLOs, and to cover these SLOs, the complete methodology has been given in DLP 5 of day 4 of week 3 of unit 1 of term 1. So here, open up your book page number 16, count and write 100 tens and ones, then write the expanded form and the standard form of the numbers. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 400s, so write 400 over here, that is 400. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. So we are going to write number 60 over here. Then we have 1, 2, 3 ones. So we are going to write 3 over here. So in total we have 463. So what would be the expanded form? First we are going to write 400, that is 400. Then add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 60 in it. First write 400 plus 60 and add 3 ones in it, that is only 3. So right here 400 plus 60 plus number 3, and the standard form would be 463, and we call it as 463. You could do the second one by yourself. Now come to the next question. Write the place value and value of the colored digit. Here they have given us some digits and some letters are colored between them. We need to find their place values. When we are counting the numbers, we are going to count them from the left side. But when we are going to check the place values, we are going to start it from the right side. Here we have number 456. So 6 is on the place value of ones, and 5 is on the place value of tens, and 4 is on the place value of 100. So we were supposed to find the place value of number 5. And the value of 5 is 50. Now pause this video, do the rest of them, and resume this video right after 1 minute. So students, I hope that you have done your activity. Now let's move to our next lesson. In this lesson, we are going to cover only 2 SLOs, and to cover these SLOs, the complete methodology has been given in DLP 6 of day 4 of week 3 of unit 1 of term 1. So students, now come to page number 16. So students, now open up your book page number 14, 15 and 16. You know that we have already solved page number 14 and 15. Now with the help of and previous concepts of page number 14 and 15, you could solve the page number 16. Now pause this video, solve page number 16 in the presence of parent or your teacher. So students, we have successfully completed our 3 weeks with the AFAQ Sun Series Mathematics grade 2 of unit number 1. I hope that you have learned all the concepts very well. Now your teachers would be taking your assessments for these lessons. We'll be meeting in the next video, inshallah.